Do this if you want her to be more attracted to you. Plan out your dates. Half of the time, a woman doesn't even know where she wants to go. So don't ask. Just tell her to get ready and bring her to the spot you have planned. Simple.
This question: would you let a guy take you to a chain restaurant, like to Olive Garden, Red Lobster, Applebee's on the first date? Because I wouldn't. Like, I will just never reply back to you because what? Why would you take me there?
Man, dude, this guy's tiny. He must be a dwarf. Sorry, I'm not interested in being friends with midgets. Midgets piss me off.
The comments under this video have been distasteful, disgusting, and outright disrespectful.
Ladies, who the hell told you that it was alright to act like an insufferable, rude bitch just because you mask it by calling yourselves a strong woman? There's nothing strong about being an asshole. Also, us guys aren't weak because we can't handle you. We just don't want to put up with your shitty attitude. So please, try to be a little nicer, bitches.
Do this if a girl left you for another guy. The deal is sealed forever. Even if she takes you back, she'll only see you as weak and pathetic. But once the relationship is over, it stays over. Simple.
Why does society hate men so much? I'm serious. And you can sit there and be like, oh, you're just a pick-me girl. You're just a chameleon. Yeah, well, you know what? Microwave my salad and call me a donut. I have a problem with it. All I see all over social media is just this high-level manipulation of men, and it never stops. Men don't face oppression. Men can't be victims of female predators. Men can't be afraid of going out at night. Men just have everything. Look at how easy it is for them. Oh, by the way, if you don't do this, this, and this, and you behave in this, this, and this way, you're toxically masculine, you're not a man, and you're trash. Whether it's women making videos body shaming men or women doing pranks that's really them just abusing their men, like it just doesn't stop. And if you call it out, suddenly you're the one that's bullying and harassing if you tell that woman to stop beating her boyfriend for views. It's freaking bullshit. Thank you.
That's what loneliness can do. Loneliness can fuck with your head so bad that you make horrible life decisions. Loneliness is not going to hurt you in your professional career. It's not going to make you choose the wrong job. No, of course not. But it will make you choose the wrong people to bring into your life. Because when you feel so lonely, anybody that can fill in that void, or more to the point, anyone that we delude ourselves into thinking will fill that void of loneliness is accepted with open arms, and this person should not be brought in. And it's not because of them specifically, it's because they're not suited to you. But you don't see that because of loneliness. And that's why in life you have to be strongest when you are at your weakest. When you are at your loneliest moment, you have to be on your toughest guard against bringing in the wrong people. And you always have to understand that just because you're lonely and you finally met somebody does not mean that this person is your salvation. No woman can cure your loneliness. But a lot of times your loneliness will make you think that the woman you have met, the woman who has finally come into your life, might be the one. She's not the one. She's just the one who was, that you were lucky enough to pay attention to you at this moment that you are lonely and just probably want to die of that loneliness, But you have to recognize that she cannot save your life.
How about tomorrow at 8:30? Does that work for you?
Tell me you're a single mom on a dating site without telling me you're a single mom on a dating site. This literally happens all the time. Like, you're unavailable to actually date, so you have to schedule things. And then you guys are wondering why we always go, no, we're not dating single moms, because we get put on a schedule. This is literally what's happening. But I'm glad you gave us all a teachable moment to pass on to the guys. Appreciate it.
Men, It is okay to get a little aggressive when she is acting out. Let's say that she's getting all crazy, she's not listening. Pin her against the wall. You look her in the eyes and you tell her, baby, listen. We are not going to act like that together. Okay? I demand respect in this relationship, and that is what we are going to give each other. Do you understand? And if she does not understand, you have to discipline. You take things away like dates or your time.
Feelings. You can see it all the time online. There's always some woman online talking about a man needs to make sure her feelings are reassured, how she needs to feel secured, how she needs to feel validated. Me. That's all you fucking hear. You never hear about a woman talking about how a man should feel reassured and validated and secured as well. Because, you know, he's human with human emotions. A lot of y'all are fucking selfish. You don't let that man know it's okay for him to come talk to you. It's okay for him to come vent. It's okay for him to come cry. It's okay. No, because the man is afraid to come and talk to you because he's afraid that you're going to weaponize his feelings and use it against him later. A man has to sit in the car for 15 minutes because sitting in that lonely car is more safer than going home to his wife or girlfriend. But happy wife, happy life, right? Because as long as the woman is happy, that relationship is doing just fine, no matter how that man is feeling. And that, my friend, is fucked up.
So I won't hold back, and you should know that what's never gone, just have regrets. So I won't go back, oh Lord, got me to forget the time I lost with no regret.
I went through a divorce. And then I started dating after that. And it's like, well, if going out on a date with a guy makes me a slut, then that's just what I'm going to be.
I don't think going out on a date makes you a slut, but having sex with different men makes you a slut.
Well, what does it make you if you have sex with different women?
A slut maker.
A slut maker. Oh, wow.
Isn't that amazing?
So what are you waiting for?
I don't know, something amazing, I guess.
I do not feel bad for dudes who will never experience this. Gentlemen, look at these comments. I'm amazed by how many dudes don't believe women want this. Let me take that back. Real women. Before I move forward, go ahead and hit that follow. All right, let's get it. If you are not experiencing a submissive woman who wants to please you, boy, you gotta change. If she's not excited to help you do housework or cook for you, boy, something needs to change. The good ones don't care what you do as long as she's with you. I'm gonna take back what I said earlier. I don't feel sorry for those of you guys who don't experience this. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I'm teaching you exactly how to do this. I'm teaching you exactly how to be a man that a woman wants to submit to. If you want more guidance, hit me up in the DMs on Instagram. I'll teach you step by step, boy. Make sure to follow as well. Got you on more.
Let's talk about number one, which is having a baby before marriage. Man, oh man, there is something going on, especially in the Black community, where so many people are having kids outside of marriage. And when they're having kids outside of marriage, a lot of these individuals are not even ready for the financial burden of raising a child, and they experience so much negative consequences as a byproduct. As you guys know, I've talked about this before. Brookings Institute talks about 3 things to do where if you do these 3 things, you statistically can never be impoverished. The first thing is graduate high school. The second thing is get a full-time job. And the third thing is not having kids outside of wedlock.
You can't be short. Gotta be tall. Can't be broke, gotta be rich. Even if she broke, you still gotta be rich. Damn. You have to be rich to talk to a woman that's broke. But a rich woman won't talk to a dude that's broke. In fact, she won't even look his way. But They say money doesn't matter anyway because it's the man's character. I see the women complaining about it all the time. Oh, where have the good men gone? You friend zoned them. Where have the good men gone? You told them and you sold them a dream and they ran off. And then you want to chase the good man when he gets him a good woman because you single and you sick because you was chasing the bad boy. But you blame it on all men instead of blaming it on yourself.
Welcome to our episode of How to Be a Man Sundays. I'm your host, Isaac Esau Gay from Glennon Studios. Check this out, gentlemen. When a woman is overly nice, overly sexual towards you, and you just met her, that's a red flag, okay? 90% of women, or I say most women, reject 90% of men, all right? That's the facts, all right? Women want to be with the highest guy on the totem pole, okay? They're going to go for the 1% of guys. That's why 1% of guys are sleeping with most of the women. Drake, 50 Cent, all these guys, right? So when she's like that, there's three things, okay? Either she has some problems, mental problems, health problems, drug problems. She's looking for a favor, okay? She forgot this and she needs you to do this because you're a sucker. Or she's part of a stick-up crew. She's trying to take your money.
Okay, usually girls this toxic are fucking smoke shows. Let's take a look. So how was your day?
How do girls gain power in a relationship? I'll give you a hint. It starts with a V. Yes, the vagina. And because you as a guy is most likely a sex-deprived guy, you're gonna stay pursuing her, doing whatever she tells you to do, so you can get into the vagina. And a girl knows this is how she stays in power in a relationship. She knows this is how she always gets the upper hand. And whoever has the upper hand in the relationship controls it. This is how you as a guy gets into a submissive role in a relationship. Just look at all the relationships around you. Look at your past relationships even when you were younger. Can you honestly say there was a balance in power between both of you? I don't think so. I bet she was able to influence you, to manipulate you, and the worst one, to sidetrack you off your purpose in life.
What are women better at than men?
Everything.
I'm really just thinking y'all are doing this for attention and because you think it's cute, and it's not cute. Majority of the population will watch that and like y'all look stupid. You look like attention seekers. Men are better at most things than women. Surprise. Now to those that have actually had bad experience with men, because men are capable of terrible things as well, I'm sorry. And your feelings can be justified. But to the kids in this video that speak like that because they think it's cute and it's trendy, it's not cute. There's no reason that man in that video should have said that he hates himself. Men should not feel like that. Men should not feel like shit for existing. That video is 1, embarrassing, and 2, sad. We need to do better to support our men.
If you're ever led to feel a little bit territorial, it's probably because the girl is not your girl and is a hoe. It's not some other guy's fault. It's never some other guy's fault. Even if you're married, okay? Even if you're married and your wife cheats on you, you married a whore.
Yeah, you married a thought.
She's already fucking somebody else, bro. Sorry, I have to tell you.
Immediately no. I'm telling you right now, I seen what I needed to see.
Alright, serious question. Alright, my turn. How come as women, we are empowered when we make a man pay for something, but yet a man is like shamed if he makes a woman pay for something? Because doesn't this remind you a little bit of how men are praised for sleeping with multiple women, but women are shamed for sleeping with multiple men? You can try to tell me I'm wrong, but if you try, I'm just going to explain to you how you don't understand the difference and how men and women are valued in society. As women, we're always talking about how we want a man who's financially stable and also is assertive and sets down boundaries. We just don't want those boundaries to be asserted onto us, and we don't understand what it takes to get there. Like, why does a man lose his chance when he practices financial responsibility? Could it be I don't know, maybe because women were never taught that chivalry really isn't anything other than sexist expectations placed on men designed to benefit women?
When I found me an alpha male with a sweet heart.
Intoxicating. You can become intoxicating when you're both the bad boy and the good guy. Learn to sprinkle both within your daily interactions with the female. Find value here, hit that follow. I got you.
Women care about men's mental health. I don't think women care about men's well-being. Not all women, but there's
No, they don't. And it's simply because of this one big fact. All men, most men have had two fantasies in their life. First fantasy is basically being the strongest motherfucker alive. Having all the superheroes of Goku, Superman, Saitama, Sonic the Hedgehog, whatever hero they grew up with. That is a fantasy of a man becoming the greatest hero, the main hero of their universe, the main hero of their story, going out and facing off against all the evils of the world and taking it down. But then there's the second fantasy. The second fantasy is a fantasy where a man is at his weakest. He's emotional. He's probably crying. He's probably got nothing. He doesn't have any power. He doesn't have anything strong. But then there is this beautiful goddess, this amazingly beautiful, fantastical woman who does everything she can to make sure that he's happy. And she's simply holding him and telling him, you are enough. You are good enough. You don't have to be strong anymore. What makes that second one a fantasy is probably the big issue, because that second one should not be a fantasy. That second one should be what every man has with their girlfriend or wife. That second one should be what every man has with the person in their life. That second one should be what every girlfriend or wife does for their husbands or boyfriends. Lets that person know that they don't have to be strong. Let that person know that they don't have to be at their strongest to be with them. Because the problem is, most women won't tell the men in their life that they're good enough. And that's fucked up. Because if they don't have money, if they can't lift a certain amount, if they don't have this or that, they don't have the best car, it makes that man feel like he isn't good enough. And the fact that women will literally, deliberately go out and tell the men in their lives that they are not good enough simply because they don't have a certain amount of cash, then it just goes to show that they're not real women. And that they're little girls.
What do you do for a living?
I don't work. I take care of our kid.
So you're a stay-at-home mom?
Mm-hmm.
And she's 11?
He is.
He is
yeah.
11?
Uh-huh.
He goes to school?
He does.
So what do you do during the day?
Nothing.
You don't want to work?
No.
So you're just living off of his child support?
I am. And we live with our mother.
And you're proud of that?
Well, we were living with him, and I was a stay-at-home mom. He made the income.
Okay.
But, I mean...
But you can work now, right?
I can, but...
So it's but you can go get a job, right?
I could, but I'm not going to.
So I've gotten this question on multiple occasions. If you're trying to do no contact, but you have a kid, what do you do? Well, I have a kid. I know this exact thing. That's why I'm trying to reach men whenever they're young before they have kids with the wrong woman. Okay, that's like one of my main goals, is to reach these young men before they have kids with the wrong woman. Rule number 1, lawyer up. Okay, anything said between you two is just hearsay. So there's no agreement, there's no anything. Lawyer up, get an agreement, get it all in writing. Keep a journal, write down everything. Times, dates, what she says, what she texts you. You have to be thorough, man, because whenever you go to court, all this stuff is going to matter. Phone records, it's hard. This is one of the hardest things you could ever possibly deal with, and I feel for you, and I feel for all these men, okay? Lawyer up. Trust me.